So I just wanted to give you fellas, a little free game on the art of manipulation of a woman. I tell my sons this. I have 4 boys, but 2 of them are old enough to comprehend and understand that, a woman is the most manipulative creature on this earth. She can manipulate a man to do anything. Women can manipulate men to give them a child. Women can manipulate a man to be in a relationship. Women can manipulate a man back into a relationship that he done already left. Women are extremely, extremely manipulative. We're the most manipulative beings ever. Think about it, with Adam and Eve. Only a woman can manipulate a man into doing something that he know he shouldn't be doing. It's just been happening since the beginning of time. And as a man, you have to know yourself. When you are easily manipulated by a woman, and I mean no disrespect, but you're very weak. You're weak because you have no, self-confidence. You have low self-esteem, and you're not really in tune with yourself. And I mean that spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You're just not in tune with yourself. You don't even know yourself because you're allowing somebody else to manipulate you into doing things that you really don't want to do. And that's why it's important to know the person that you're with. Know the man or woman that you're with, because when you know them, when they're manipulating you. And a lot of times, men don't really know. It could happen and you don't even know what's happening, because that's just how good a woman is into manipulation. That's why these women, they get out here with these ballers and shit like that, and all these, dudes out here having these babies and stuff like that, is because you let a woman manipulate you. That's like when a woman says, oh, I'm on birth control. Come on, we can do it. First of all, ask her how long she's been on birth control, because when you just get on birth control, it takes at least a good 7 to 10 days to even really get in your system. And even then, that's a stretch. I would wait a good 30 days if I were you before you decide to go in without any protection. Because me, I even had to learn, my body, I'm extremely fertile. My the pill, certain birth control ain't no match for this womb. So you need to ask questions, and really figure out what's really going on with that person, because I'm telling you, women, we're magical, man. Think about it. We birth children, we have a whole human being out of our bodies. Yeah, we need the sperm from men, we need y'all's help a little bit with, creating a child, producing a child. But at the end of the day, it's our bodies that burst this whole new life force, new being. So we are very powerful. And a manipulative woman is extremely powerful and dangerous, because she can get you to do anything that you don't really want to do, So y'all just got to be smarter. And again, when you're in tune with yourself, then you are able to easily see that, okay, this person's manipulating me. This is some bullshit. I can call bullshit on a person from a mile away. Why? Because I'm in tune with myself. You can't just tell me anything. One thing my mother always told me growing up was, don't let anybody just tell you anything. When somebody tells you something, fact check it. Research. Go look it up. Go do your own digging. Do not listen to something that somebody just tells you. You don't let nobody just tell you just anything without researching it first and making sure that what they're saying is actual facts. But the thing of it is with men, y'all think about, getting the vagina. That's why a woman's powerful, because of her vagina. Seriously. Pussy rules the world is what everybody says. And that's the truest statement. Y'all so caught up on getting it that you're not thinking about who you're getting it from. It's a whole at the end of the day. And yeah, some of it's good, some may not, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's still a whole. And you so worried about getting into that hole that you're not worried about whose hole you're entering. You're not worried about, the outcome of you doing that, because that's all y'all focused on. But see, again, a strong man, a smart man, is not going to let someone's body part rule them and manipulate them. Or not even a body part, but even just, again, the art of manipulation comes with many different things, not just sex, but, guilt trips. Oh, you did this to me, you did that to me, so you owe me this, you should be doing this, how you gonna do me like this, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, even if you left a relationship in a bad place, and if you were the one that fucked it up, at the end of the day, it don't matter. You don't owe anybody shit but yourself. And when I say you owe yourself, that means that you need to look within yourself and ask yourself, well, why did I do that fucked up thing to this person? Why did I, act like this? Why did I do that? So you need to do some self-searching. That's what I mean by you owe yourself, and you don't owe anybody else. You owe you. You don't owe nobody to let them guilt trip you or manipulate you into being with them. Like, to me, that is just insane, and that's, again, goes back to being in tune with yourself, knowing yourself, and having a strong mind and strong will, because, again, strong men, smart men who are in tune with themselves don't allow a woman to easily manipulate them. They just don't, because they know better. And when you know better, you do better, again, the art of manipulation for a woman is, it's really easy. It's not even hard, because what happens is a woman takes your vulnerability and the things that she knows is weak about you, and she uses them for her own common good. So when a woman really, really knows you, she's going to use what she really knows about you to her own good. That's how manipulation starts. Is I'm going to use the thing that I know makes him the most weak, and I'm going to use that to my own good. That's what a woman does. And I'm saying this because I'm a woman. Now, no, I am not that type of woman. I believe in just being direct and telling people what it is, telling my man what it is, but I am still a woman, so I can think that way. This is why I'm giving you free game, and I'm telling you this is how women do things. This is the art of manipulation of a woman. And I'm only saying this because I see out here like so many men that just do the dumbest shit because they were manipulated by a woman. They don't ruin their whole lives, or at least their lives thus far, because of a woman. And it makes no sense. If you were more in tune with yourself and knew yourself and had self-love, and that's the main key point of this message, is self-love, is that nobody will be able to easily manipulate you. Nobody will be able to easily be able to manipulate you, because you know yourself. And because you know yourself, you're not going to tolerate the bullshit and easily fall for bullshit. What is the saying? When you stand for something, you won't fall for just anything, and that's the key point here, is like self-love, self-awareness, being in tune, and even being just spiritual with yourself. Like, and I'm not saying you got to be extra religious, none of that stuff or whatever, but just when you spiritually in tune, you just, the amount of stuff that you tolerate becomes less and less. And you become so in tune, and you understand that everything that happens is for a divine reason. And when you understand that, you're better able to just move in life and understand why people do the things that they do. And you're able to be like, block that. I don't want to do that. But I'm just saying, from a woman's standpoint, I'm telling you from a woman to men, is that y'all got to start being smarter out here about these women that you date and have sex with or whatever. Even if it's a one night stand, I don't care even if you marry them, girlfriends, whatever, y'all still need to be smarter, because just because she may have something good between her legs, or she's pretty or whatever, don't mean that that's what's best for you, because everything that glitters ain't gold. And at the end of the day, just like women, like there's a lot of messages out there to women about red flags. Man, y'all need to notice the red flags too, because these women that y'all get with, especially the ones that y'all got a lot of issues with, the dumbass baby mamas and all that stuff, they gave you red flags way before you created a kid with them. They did. So again, just like how we always preach to women about red flags and noticing them and, paying attention and being aware, I'm telling you men the same thing. You have that same right. Notice that when somebody is manipulating you, notice the red flags, notice, when she's already showing you who she is to begin with. The manipulation is real. And like I said, a lot of times y'all will, you don't really even see it. You don't know what's going on until after the fact. And then after that, it's just like, well, shit has already gone down. The child has already been made. A relationship has already been started. All this stuff. So it's just like, you got to just be smarter and pay more attention and stop focusing on the outer, physical, and look at that spiritual. And look at what's inside, not what's outside. Because what's outside will eventually fade. That's going to fade. The beauty, the ass, all that shit, the tits, that shit going to go south after some point. It's going to go south. But the person that they are inside, that spiritual person they are inside, that's forever. And that's what y'all need to start focusing on. Again, everything that look good to you is not good for you. And everything that glitters ain't gold. So notice and really know when you're being manipulated. And the way that you do that is, again, knowing yourself. Knowing yourself. And I tell this To my sons, I give the same message, because I don't want them to get out here and get with a woman and they manipulative and they out here just doing stuff because of a woman. Like, yeah, we are bomb ass individuals, some of us, but a lot of us ain't shit. There's a lot of women out here that just aren't, I mean, they're just not worth it. They're not worth the trouble that you go through, you know? And again, that's just identifying that. We always preach to women about these things with men. So I'm preaching about these things, you know, when it comes to women, because women aren't the only people that we should be focused on. Women's rights and all that stuff, that's great, but that's not the only thing. Men have rights too. Men have feelings and things. So it's not just about women, you know? So that's the whole purpose of my message, is just really knowing yourself and being in tune with yourself. So that way, you know, you're not easily manipulated. You're not easily, you know, sold on some bullshit, you know? Can I just say that word manipulative or manipulated is a little tongue twisting? Y'all heard me say it like a couple times this message, but I'm just saying. But anyway, that's my spiel for today. Just beware and be careful.